Let's go ahead and jump into our last game of the day at 1:30. It is the rivalry game, Horns versus the Outlaws. This has a lot of determination as far as what is going to go on in the playoffs and who's seeded where. So let's go ahead and jump into this game. Let's start off with the Outlaws. Once again, the Outlaws coming off that loss against you guys. They lost pretty handily. And I wasn't expecting them to lose that bad. I thought it was going to be a closer game than what it was. But you guys pulled away. What kind of chinks did you see in the Outlaws?
Chinks? I mean, they're pretty loaded, man. They're loaded. They just had a bad game. I think
that's a good way to be humble, sir.
I appreciate it.
That's a good way to be humble.
Little humble pie.
I mean, but you know about bad games. Y'all had like three bad games this year?
Yeah.
To answer the question is we really focus on shutting down the running game. We did a lot of practice, a lot of watching film, mainly in practice, going over certain drills to make sure that we were, wrapping up, tackling. That a lot of the big plays come off of the run game, and then that just sets up all the play action after that. So we really focused on trying to shut down Lucky and Zach. And we didn't expect to shut them down, but to contain them.
Right.
And then your boy who you called out, he got a touchdown on us. Some mixed coverage and on that play, man, that's something we had never seen on film, and it kind of threw our defense out of whack, and two guys got confused. And so shout out to them for that play, and Mike, catching the touchdown. So. It was just game plan, and things kind of went our way. Breaks went our way.
Okay.
Are you trying to get some tips or something?
I've done all my homework, sir.
Okay.
I've done all my homework already. Marcel, the Horns, they're coming off the big win against the #1 seeded Titans. What do they have to do to shut down their running game, to shut down the Outlaws' running game, and to put up points against them?
Bench their rushers, for one. And and just play their best game. I can't rest no starters.
I mean, this is a rivalry game. Nobody's resting any starters.
I mean, y'all got to bring y'all A game.
Who won the game last year? They did, right?
We did.
Oh, y'all did? That was a classic
game. I do believe we won. If I'm not mistaken. I'm going to have to check the records, but
I thought they won that game.
I'm almost positive we won.
Cause I think they were the #2 seed, right?
Then they were the #2 seed. I thought they lost.
Because we played at the it was the last game of the season last year as well. So
no, I think y'all lost, because you remember how you said how is it gonna feel to go into the playoffs with a 2-game losing streak?
You're right, and I do remember that.
I made fun of you because y'all went into a 2-game losing streak.
Yeah, that's right.
So they did win. See.
So I mean, hey.
You see that loss? You trying to forget about that loss? Y'all see that?
It's a great rivalry, and I'm honored to be a part of it. I was on the team where we were all one team, and when we split up, that's kind of where the rivalry started. But it's a damn good rivalry. I think people are going to be in for a show. They may be in for a show 2 weeks in a row, because we may end up facing them again in the playoffs, and then that'll be for all the money. So. There's a couple of scenarios where we might see them, and it's a couple of scenarios where we might see them later on down the line. So we never know. We don't know.
Oh,
you okay?
I was just taking the playoff seeding and stuff. Are we gonna talk about that in another part of the show? Or?
Well, no. Let's go ahead and jump into that real quick while we have some time.
Can we pick this game first?
You want to go ahead and pick it?
Because if we pick the games, then we can talk about what we think is gonna happen.
Okay. Marcel, let me get your pick.
Well,
since you want to piggyback off people,
but I don't want to
because I picked already.
Yeah, I know, and you showed me, and I have highlighted. And I don't want you to think that. I'm gonna tell you why I'm picking. I'm going with the Outlaws.
Okay.
And I like that pick. That's why I was kind of giggling a little bit, because y'all don't. What's up with the quarterback? Y'all not even have a quarterback.
We should.
I got confirmation. The quarterback's gonna be there from the coach.
Date seems a little unsure. And they're a little bit banged up. Granted, y'all stopped L, or y'all contained L.
Whoa, watch it now.
That's what I said. Y'all contained L. Shout out to my boy L.
Hear that, L?
But they didn't run the ball enough because they had to play from behind the second half, so they couldn't really get L going. The Outlawz.
Okay.
I'm picking the Outlawz.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying why. The Outlawz. Shout out to Luck, Zach, and they also got a nice little passing attack too though. So y'all can't just try to focus on shutting down the running game as y'all did against the Titans, who, you know, aren't as big as a passing team just yet. They're still, you know, working on that. Mm-hmm. So I don't really think y'all have quite got y'all's defense together enough yet to you know, y'all's corners haven't been doing too good right now being put on the island. So
shout out to my corners, Fabian and Nigel.
And I mean they got some speed out there.
That's all right. We got this. Mark, who's your pick? We got this.
I'm picking the Outlawz also.
Okay.
Mainly because I felt, you know, last week was kind of. I mean, like I said, the Outlawz were playing really good ball up until we played them last week, and I think maybe there's as a coach, you got to keep your team from getting too high and getting too low. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's what I try to do with my team. Keep them even keeled, never getting too high, never getting too low. And sometimes you can get up for a game and put so much into a game that you kind of have a letdown. You know, and I think maybe that's what happened to them last week. Now coming into this week, it's a whole new rivalry game. For whatever reason, I think they had y'all's number the past couple years.
We beat them the year before to keep them out the playoffs. But okay, they got our number. It's cool. It's cool.
I like to get Dante a little excited. Maybe you say something like you said
and
last
also
week. We're gonna kick their.
Yeah, and touching on that, man, it's been a big rivalry. Shout out to Troy and shout out to Lil Luck. They've been kind of going. Luck been talking about he's gonna shut down Troy. Troy been talking.
Lil Luck, Young Luck, not Little Luck.
Yeah, my bad.
Little Luck is
big Young Luck. Hope y'all want to look at it. PJ been talking he was gonna shut down Troy. Troy,
Luck. That's not a battle you want to try to. That's not a battle you want. I'm just shout out little PJ, but I'm gonna have to take Troy on that one.
But I mean, Troy said Troy been going against everybody.
Maybe I should change my pick just to switch with you. That way I can.
That's how we'll keep your pick. Keep the pick.
First of all, I told you I'm not gonna tell me what to do anymore. I ain't gonna tell me what to do anymore.
Hey man, it don't matter. I'm not really worried.
I just think the Outlawz they're gonna bounce back. I think you guys, you know, shout out to y'all for real for doing what y'all did, backing up your talk. Your team, you owe your team a lot because they backed up your talk.
I love my team, man.
Yeah, I mean, I love your team too. But the way you guys,
enough if you picked against them last week.
The way y'all came in, you know, I knew y'all were on a mission, man. Mm-hmm. I was running a little late to the game, and I saw y'all all meet up, and I was like, okay. But then I saw y'all all walked in together. You know, that's what it's all about right there. So that's what football's all about, coming together as a team. So you know, y'all definitely back. You know, but for whatever reason, I'm just picking Outlawz or something.
Okay.
I'm just going with my gut.
Well, I'm going with my team. I'm going with the Horns. It's a rivalry game.
What?
I'm going with my team.
No reverse pick?
No reverse pick this week. No nothing. I'm going with my Horns this week, straight up.
That's how I know I'm winning.
Yeah, I was just about to say, that's serious for a week?
Your reverse picks are the only ones that ever work.
Yeah, you go.
I'm going with my team straight up, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna knock this one out.
Hey, Lucky and Zach, can y'all break his ankles for me?
Please truck Dante. I really want to get Dante on another really good.
Yeah, let's get him on some highlights.
We're gonna go ahead and let's talk about some of these scenarios real quick. We're gonna spend about a minute or two talking about the scenarios. Titans have locked up the number 1 seed, like we already said, and a first round bye. Also, the Tigers have done the same thing with the number 2 seed and also earning themselves a first round bye. Now, a lot depends on the Outlawz and the Horns, and we'll go ahead and break these scenarios down for you real quick. Now, these aren't concrete, but these are how they were explained to me as of Tuesday. So,
shout out to Gray, the scientist.
The scientist, yes. If the Outlawz win, then all the seeds will remain the same. Outlawz will be number 3, Bucks will be number 4, Wrecking Crew 5, and the Horns will stay 6. Now, if the Outlawz lose and the Wrecking Crew win, then it'll be a 3-way tie between the Bucks. I'm sorry.
That's right.
No, he said if the Outlaws
He
lose and the
changed
Wrecking
it.
Crew win.
Yeah.
He changed it. Outlaws lose and Wrecking Crew lose.
Then it'll be a 4-way tie.
If the Outlaws lose and the Wrecking Crew lose,
Just deal with the program, sir.
he said if the
He's a little. He's
no,
it might have been
he
those
said if
special
the Wrecking Crew.
Yeah, that
Listen,
might have been all
listen. All right. Let's start over.
Just read it.
Let's start over.
I mean, you want me to read because
If the Outlaws listen, if the Outlaws lose and the Wrecking Crew lose, then it'd be a 3-way tie between the Bucks, Outlaws, and the Horns. All right. And with that being said, it goes head to head, and then it also goes to points. Since each team will have beaten each other, then it'll go to points, and then we'll let the scientists figure that out. Now, if the Outlaws lose and the Wrecking Crew win, then it'll be a 4-way tie, which makes things a little bit more complicated. And all of those will go to head, and then points. I can tell you right now that the Bucks cannot go any lower than a 4 seed. Neither can the Outlaws, and the Wrecking Crew cannot get any higher than a 5 seed. And that also goes for the Horns as well. So, with that being said, it's a lot on the line with this game. And we'll see how it plays out.
Keep it real simple. The Outlaws win. It's simple. Everything stays the same.
You're right.
And then y'all get to play each other in the playoffs. Wow.
Wouldn't y'all love that?
I would love to see that.
Wouldn't y'all love
I would
that?
love to see that.
I'll be at that game. Matter of fact, I'll even record it.
Okay.
Oh, which brings us to our really moments.
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and take this break, and we're going to get into that really moment here in just a minute.